I don't think we went that far in the counties, JV. I could be wrong, but I don't remember going that far
Okay,
in the counties or whatever.
cool. So
Um, the varsity, I think they went. They did good that year, I believe. I think I could be mistaken, but I think they actually beat Prep that year at Seton Hall Prep. I think that year, maybe 94, 95. I could be mistaken, but that varsity team was good, man.
was that you don't remember if they were like top 20 or
Nah, like I ain't never paid attention to stats and stuff like that. I'm not sure. I
okay.
just know, Seton Hall. Seton Hall is a big game. East Orange is a big game. Weekway was a big game for us. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So those games or whatever, like it said a lot. You know what I'm saying? So they done beating Seton Hall. And I'm pretty sure. Like I mean, Holmes will tell you, but I think they beat Seton Hall that year. And
Bailey was the coach?
Rashawn put in a lot of work, huh?
That was Ben Bailey was the coach?
Yeah, Bailey was the coach.
That must be the only
Bailey
thing.
was. It was only him and Holmes and the drunk cat.
You remember his name?
Coach Booker, like
Coach Booker.
that, Booker. That's the cat I remember. I think he had like a Jerry curl or something.
Hilarious. Okay.
Yeah.
So now you come back your junior year. And junior year is a little different. You come up from being a sophomore, you're expected to produce, you know what I mean? You're a little older now. So you get to your junior year. Explain to me now who's on varsity and what their roles were.
Oh, junior year, I think that summer probably helped a lot because we all got like we was tight. You know what I'm saying? We would go everywhere, start playing ball together, whatever. So we was getting to know each other. So junior year, I mean, we was all on varsity junior year. I think Lee Morant and Eric Fuentes might have been the seniors on that team, and then the rest was all juniors, I believe, my
Okay.
junior year. So
And go ahead.
yeah, nah. So I mean, it was more of us having fun. Like I don't recall. I don't think Bailey ran any plays. He was just like we just running all over the place out there. It was like a scramble defense, and you know what I'm saying. It was like scramble. We just trapping all over the place, and you know what I'm saying. And we
Yeah,
might have had like 2 or 3 plays or whatever, but
cool. So,
I think Holmes was more the X and O cat. Like I think he was more the cat that knew like plays and stuff.
all right. So, if you can recall, who was the high scorer on that team? Who was the go-to guy? Or was it more of a team effort type of thing?
Yeah, nah, it was more of like a team thing. I don't think nobody was really like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because
But,
like I said, the names come up. You got Tim Roberson. My man H named him as a top three of all time.
Tim was tough. Like I said, he had heart. He played D. He probably had high score for us a lot. He played D. Like he transitioned. He was out. Like he still the ball. He played the lanes. Um, he wasn't the type of cat that'll go get his own bucket necessarily. You know what I'm saying? He was more like transition, releasing and stuff. Um, Eric Eric was probably the person who they was trying to get a ball to, who we was probably trying to get a ball to for the most part, and that's it. Like I can't see who else it would be. You know what I'm saying?
Was Fran there that year, or
Was Franny there junior year? I think nah. I don't know if Fran was there. He might have been there. Yeah, Fran was there. Yeah, Fran was there junior year. I think he came from like Essex Catholic or something.
and that was like Did he play that year or?
I think yo, bro, like junior year is a blur too. Like I remember senior year for the most part, but um, yeah, I think Franny played junior year.
Okay, so let's skip
But it
to.
was still going through. I think the place because I think Eric got honorable mention that year, all county honorable mention. Eric Fuentes. So I
Okay,
think most of the stuff was going through him. Whatever.
cool. And how'd you do that year?
I mean, I did all right. I ain't do nothing special, I played my part.
All right, so let's go on to your senior year. Now your senior year, if I'm not mistaken, so it's you, is Tim Robeson, right?
Yeah,
Fran
yeah.
is.
Fran is there.
Explain to me what happened. So when Fran came in, right? Was it kind of like because I remember the hype of him coming in when I was younger because his younger brother's one of my best friends. So he was coming in from SS Catholic. I remember it was like this kid's coming from SS Catholic. He's supposed to be nice. Was people like, was it like man, this guy's coming. He's supposed to be all right, but or was it kind of like, oh yeah, Fran is coming. He's gonna put us over the top.
I mean, they probably thought that. Like, I just wasn't like beat for none of that. But I know Holmes and all of them was big on Fran. Like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody they was big on Fran, and Fran was nice. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm,
He was catching the joint from the wing, ripping, taking his 2 steps and dunking on jokers. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So Fran was nice.
There's a rumor going around that I heard when I was younger about him smushing a beef patty in somebody's face that much. You know anything about that? Him
Nah,
smacking somebody with a beef patty?
nah,
No.
nah. I never heard it. Like I don't even see Fran doing nothing like that. But
I mean, his brother told me that, so.
I mean, Phoenix be bugging sometimes, man. But he might have. I don't know.
Okay, so now you got Fran. He's supposed to be like the go-to guy, right?
Yeah, Franny. Yeah, Franny could have. Yeah, he was like the go-to guy.
Who were
Well,
the big?
coming to senior year, it was kind of different because like I remember like I felt kind of I never felt comfortable at there because I never thought Bailey like really liked my game or whatever. So like even like the AUs and all that stuff, like they would take them cats, you know what I'm saying, to like play or whatever, and like I was stuck, you know what I'm saying.
Mm,
And I remember I went to one camp, and Franny wound up going to that camp too. And I remember I was like in my mind, I was like, yo, I'm gonna kill at this camp. You know what I'm saying? I knew Franny was there, but I was like, yo, I felt like I really had to show something. You know what I'm saying?
mm,
And then I wound up making that camp all-star team or whatever.
mm.
So then I remember like Bailey started communicating with me more after that. So I don't know if like coaches was talking to him, whatever. So then it kind of, I felt like it was kind of like a change when I came into my senior year. So like some more plays was being called for me or whatever. You know
Okay.
what I'm saying?
You're
But Fran was the person that should have went out and got the bucket. Like he always had a mismatch. So he should have been the one getting the bucket. So
who were some of the tougher opponents that year? Now I recall one game. I think this is around the time when I started going to games. It was a Essex Catholic game. I think at Essex County. Um, that was in the you got I don't know what was that, the quarterfinals or something like that. You guys play
oh the
Essex
county.
Catholic County.
Nah, we played Orange.
The Orange.
We played
At,
Orange at Essex County College, yeah.
okay, y'all won that game or you lost?
Nah, we lost.
So explain. Was that the game where the controversy happened at the end of the game?
Yeah.
All right. So explain to me what happened. Like Um,
Well, I think at the end of the game, I think we was up, like we went on a run or something towards the end of the game, and I don't know where the miscommunication was that they thought we was down one and we was actually up. You know what I'm saying? So when Orange inbounded the ball, Franny fouled the cat, like intentionally, like ran up and fouled him. So like that sent him to the line or whatever. So then at the line, I think he made one to tie it. And then the second one he missed, and then Duquan got the rebound and a putback in the end one. So that was pretty much the end of the game for us.
so you guys were winning, and so who
We
hit
were
the bucket?
we were either winning or the game was tied.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But I think we was up one, and he might have thought we was down one. So while we were, I don't know. I felt like, thinking back, I felt like we were still in our like little trap thing. You know what I'm saying? Little scramble thing or whatever. So I think when they inbounded the ball, Franny went up and fouled the cat. So everybody was like, no. You know what I'm saying? But then he went to the foul line, and that was it.
Okay. And I could have swore that was Essex Catholic, though. Y'all didn't play Essex Catholic that year?
Nah, we didn't even play Essex Catholic that year. I think Essex Catholic played Shabazz that day, because we would have won. We would have played, I think, the winner of that game.
Okay. Cool. So y'all ended up losing the Orange in the counties. I think y'all ended up having a pretty good year that year, though, right?
Nah, we actually did have one of the better years in like years for Columbia. You know what I'm saying? Like even cats from like when I was a sophomore, people that was on that team came to that game saying that, you know, we had a chance to do something special. You know what I'm saying?
So y'all lose to Orange in the counties. Can you recall who y'all lost to in the States?
Elizabeth.
Elizabeth. I remember. There's a lot of chat about that game too. Now, me knowing older dudes, I remember hearing, because you hear this all the time. Actually, it's not just back then. It's now. It was when I was in high school. It's whenever. We go certain places. Certain people show up. Certain people are a little intimidated, should I say?
Yeah.
So I remember hearing that you guys go down to Elizabeth. Sounds like you guys should have won that game, or you guys were better than them. But a couple of guys either froze up because they were scared to play in Elizabeth, or they froze up because they were just scared of the moment. Why don't you kind of explain what that was about?
I mean, it's a lot of games that you look at cats and you might see jokers missing layups in a layup line before the game and stuff like that. But Elizabeth, I don't feel jokers was scared in Elizabeth. I just think pride got a hold of cats in the Elizabeth game. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this dude was actually cooking, and the Joker didn't want to switch off of him. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, whoever, I just remember his name, his number 5, whoever the hell that was that year. He was cooking or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And we was actually doing our thing. It was a good game. You know what I'm saying? But
was that at Columbia or was that in Elizabeth?
It was at the Dun.
Okay.
Yeah, so I mean, I just think, like I said, I think it was more pride. I think Ryan shouldn't have been doing that cat. Something, I don't know, we should have went zone or something, but that joker was cooking. Whoever that forward was, I don't know. Holmes will probably tell you who it was.
Ryan, is that Ryan James?
Ryan James.
Okay. And what was his role kind of with that team? Was he younger than y'all, or he was in the same?
Nah, Ryan actually, I think even Ryan probably got varsity burn sophomore year. Ryan was probably playing varsity since he was a sophomore. Ryan was cool. Like he was a strong cat. You know what I'm saying? He played forward. He get boards. He wasn't really a scorer, but he was like a solid like role player. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And he played defense. Like he was like a quarterback, so you know he was tough. He played defense.
Is that the guy that got into it with Andrew Carter that year? With Drew? Ever hear about?
He might have. He might have.
Like a fight in practice or something like that? No.
Yo, bro, like a lot of stuff. Bro. Like, look, I ain't pay. Like, if it wasn't serious, if it did happen, it wasn't nothing serious because I ain't pay no attention to it. You know what I'm saying? So if it did happen, it might have been on the low. But I thought Ryan and Drew was cool or whatever. Like
Okay.
they used to hang around with the same people and all that. So I just figured they was cool. So
All right, cool. You guys lose to, was that the first game you guys lost to Elizabeth? Was that the first, or y'all won?
nah. It was like I don't know if it was the semifinals or whatever. But we played like two teams already, you know what I'm saying, to get to play Elizabeth.
Okay.
So I think we played like Caldwell. We beat like Caldwell and somebody else.
All right, cool. All right, so that pretty much sums up. That was it for Columbia, right? Um, so I kind of want to get into some of this other stuff that goes on, that's been going on lately. So as you know, now I want you to explain to everybody what everyone's role was and clarify who these people were that, whose names is actually coming up in these conversations, man. Because a lot of times, no disrespect to them and no disrespect to anybody, but sometimes, people will name somebody who's, come on, man, guy averaged 2 points a game or something like that, and say that he somebody who's averaging 25 points a game for lunch, like, you know what I'm saying? Now, I do know the eras is a little different. Coaching was a little different. You know what I mean? I think Seton Hall prep was a lot tougher back then than they were by the time Jamil and Yvonne. I'm only bringing up people because their name, consistently comes up as the top players, right? So give me your top three that you could think of at the top of your head as far as guards. Let's go to Columbia.
My top three well, it's a difference between who I think is my favorite or who I really think is like the best guards. You know what I'm saying? Because my top would be Justin Martin.
Okay. For everybody that doesn't know, that's Justin Martin, 2012, I think, or 2012, I think it was, or 13, one of those. But definitely, I mean, he's one of my favorites as well. But
Yeah, and I ain't like I said, I ain't see Jamil play that much. Like I was out the loop for a little bit. I did come back and work out with him, and I knew he was tough when I came back to work out with him. I might have saw like 1 or 2 games of him, but I would hear about him. You know what I'm saying? But from what I seen, I would put him up there. I would put, and then it would be like a toss up between, like, to me, Dez and Yvonne. But I don't think I wouldn't put nobody from like my era and them up there with them cats. Like men, on the men's side, like Stacy was nice as a guard. You know what I'm saying? Stacy Townsend was nice. So like it would be those. But I can't see another guard. Especially because I think my era, them guards ain't take basketball serious either. So I can't see how people would really try to say they was like the best to come through, and they ain't even take basketball that serious.